Okay, so today I want to talk about shifting graphs. If you have some function h of x equals x squared, what does that function look like? And you guys should recognize this curve as a parabola, and if you graphed it, you would get a parabola that looks something like this, correct? And we talked about this as a parabola that holds water because this is a positive in front of it. Now, how can I get that graph to move up and down or right or left? And we can do that by adding numbers to the function or to the inside of the function. Basically, what happens if I do h of x equals x squared plus 3? Take your graphing calculator and try that, and stop the video for a minute and try adding different numbers and subtracting numbers and see what does it do to that curve. Okay, so hopefully you played around with it a little bit and you found out that the plus 3 moves the curve up 3 units, and you would have the same curve moved up 3 units. And if you did h of x equals x squared minus 3, it moved it down 3 units, right? But same curve. What happens if I do this? H of x equals x plus 3 squared that way. And basically, when you did that, why don't you try it first? Okay, so did you try it? When you do plus 3, it moves it 3 in the negative direction along this axis, so here would be my curve. And h of x equals x minus 3 squared moves it on the positive axis. So it kind of moves it the opposite way that you think. So we're going to be studying these curves and the shifts that they make, but the terminology is going to be a little bit different. Instead of x squared, I'm going to call that some function. So you're going to look at it like this. If h of x equals some function f of x, what is that graph? And it's going to be some sort of parabola. Well, what happens when I do h of x equals some function f of x plus 3? All right? That's going to move it up the y-axis. What's going to happen for h of x equals f of x minus 3? It's going to move it down along the y-axis. All right, what's going to happen when I do h of x equals f of x minus 3 plus, well, we don't want the plus 3. The minus 3 is going to move it in the positive direction. When I do h of x equals, whoops, we're running out of space here. Let me just tip that down a little. Equals f of x plus 3. That will move it along the x-axis in the minus direction. So what you need to be able to understand is which one of these functions moves your graph along the x-axis and which one moves it along the y-axis. And you're going to have some homework problems that involve these functions. What's going to change is this part here. The f of x could be a different equation. It could be x squared. It could be a whole lot of things. It could be x minus 2 squared. So you will get to investigate that for homework. Good luck.